Blah. How you like me now, ladies and gentlemen? Well, how do you like us now?
Do you like it?
Do you like it?
Do you like it?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Talking Trends for Tuesday, June 26, 2018.
You got it right.
Man, didn't you have to look down?
I like that. You're on point.
Yeah, it's called method acting, Tony. Look it up.
It's called preparation.
Yeah.
H.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of your favorite internet show, favorite Facebook internet show. If this is your first time tuning in, myself and Tony find interesting news articles from across the globe, and we bring them here and, of course, to you, wherever you may be listening to this, may be at your laptop or on your iPod. Shouts out to you, and thank you. Unlike a lot of podcasts, this is live.
All the way live.
So anything can happen. And just because it's
Goes
live,
horribly wrong most of the time.
Yeah, we usually train wreck.
Yeah, it's not good.
But since this is live, we want to hear your comments, your opinions on the stories that we'll be covering. And you be like, yo, TK, what are the stories? Well,
What are they?
we got you covered. First story goes a little something like this. Pictured here, this lady. Oh boy.
She looks guilty.
She looks guilty of something. And what she is guilty of is pressuring a man into sex with what? A machete.
Yep. How do you like them apples?
Yeah.
Chop it off.
Shout out to Saudi Arabia for finally lifting the ban for ladies.
They're making moves. They're making moves.
Ladies are allowed to drive now.
Beep, beep.
I like that. That was good.
Yeah.
Good sound
I don't know what just happened there. I need like a sound effect board. Like
yeah.
Sound
That's coming soon. That's coming soon.
Right.
Pictured here, this man was accidentally released from jail.
Whoops.
And what does his wife do? Sends his ass back.
Send his monkey ass back. Maybe she put him in there in the first place.
Who knows?
So you got to go back.
And finally, man, nothing like a good verbal beatdown.
Well, it's Racist Tuesdays here.
Yes.
So we haven't. I don't think we've had. Oh, we had a racist story yesterday. We have one every day.
Yeah.
Got to chuck one in there.
Yeah. So this lady pictured here was just on her haterade and decided to insult a Mexican person for no absolute reason at all.
Poor guy working, and she's giving it to him.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, God, the good way. And shouts out to everybody celebrating more life. And when we say more life, we mean happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
And any of your family, friends having a birthday, shouts out to you. Celebrate your life and celebrate your friends and family. And
do that all day long.
In doing so, we like to shout out all of our famous celebrity friends. And today, celebrating a birthday, Ariana Grande.
25.
Whoa, getting up there, girl.
Damn, girl, you getting old. You better get married.
Oh, grandma looking ass.
Isn't she engaged?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh, man. All right.
Shouts out Derek Jeter.
44.
Michael Vick.
Michael Vick is getting up there. 38. He's young. He's good to
I
go.
thought he was a bit older than that.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Nick Offerman.
Yeah, one of my favorite comedians. 48 years old.
And finally, the man in charge, Shannon Sharp.
Big old Shannon Sharp.
Turning 50, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, that guy is a beast.
I know. I want to look like him just like not as big, but I just want to be in shape like he is.
Dude,
at
that
50.
guy is fit.
Yeah. Currently, he does a show with Skip Bayless, Undisputed. And speaking of sports, ladies and gentlemen, shouts out to Willie O'Ree, first black NHL player, finally being inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Look at that. How you like them apples?
Shouts out to the Boston Bruins for getting that guy in the NHL.
Yeah,
that's my team, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go, the Bruins in the house.
Yeah, but yeah, shouts out. That's a huge look. He didn't have a long career in the NHL. I believe it was he was blind in one of his eyes.
He played hockey blind in one eye. Or was that later?
No. I believe it was during in a NHL. He lost vision in one of his eyes.
Really?
Yeah. We also had another. And funny enough, on Boston, we had another guy who recently was traded, Seidenberg, who was legally blind in one of his eyes. I don't know what it is with Boston and blind players.
Dude, what's in the water in Boston?
I'm not sure.
Causing everyone to go blind, man.
Yeah. We got a quick update before we get today's show started. We covered the story with this priest who slapped the baby.
Slap happy priest.
Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. So this French priest pictured here, he was suspended on Friday last week, June 22nd, after a video of him smacking a crying baby during a baptism, aka slaptism. Ceremony went viral, drawing widespread condemnation throughout the social media world. In footage posted to Twitter on Thursday, gasps could be heard from the 89-year-old priest after ordering the infant to be quiet. And so he sharply slaps the child's cheek. See, here we go.
Yes, I got it.
So a few seconds later, he smacks the child again. So, quote unquote, this is the loss of self-control. It could be attributed to the fatigue of an elderly priest, but that does not excuse it. The priest will no longer be able to be leading baptisms, weddings, nor holding mass until further notice.
You gone.
Good for your old ass.
Get your old ass up there.
So here's what he said.
Yeah.
The child was bawling and I needed to turn his head so I could pour the water. I was saying be quiet because he wouldn't calm down.
So he slapped.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So it was something between a caress and a little slap.
That's not what I saw. That's not what you saw.
Not a caress. It's not a caress, ladies and gentlemen.
Those are two different things.
It was a slap. So anyway, he eventually said I was trying to calm him down, but I didn't know what to do. How about not slapping a baby, sir?
How about fucking retire? How about that?
Yeah,
you should know what to do.
You're 89. I'm sure it's all winding down now.
It's over. So much to slap you.
Time to relax. Take what life has to offer you now for however long you have now.
Get a bowl of oatmeal. Just retire, go to the home, do your thing, play some bingo, buddy.
No more slapping kids.
No slapping each other.
It's done. Yeah, you guys are already messing up enough with the whole kids thing.
Yeah, you and kids probably shouldn't be in the room at the same time, really.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into our first story. Whew.
Get down on it.
This is crazy. This woman, pictured here, used a machete to force a man to have sex with her. Samantha Ray Mears has been charged with wielding a machete in order to force a man to have sex with her. Court documents allege that Mears entered the residence of an ex-boyfriend while he was not home. And when the man returned home, Mears reportedly confronted him with a machete, ordered him to get into the bed and remove his clothes. Take your clothes off. The man told the police that he felt that he could not leave the room without being hurt by the ex-girlfriend. Mears then removed her pants, climbed on top of the man, and then they engaged in intercourse, according to court documents, of course. The man told police that Mears continued holding the machete during intercourse. She's on top of this man. I don't know. I'm assuming the machete to the throat, or
something
maybe
like that. To the balls.
Have it swinging it around. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah.
So, oh God, the two began arguing and the victim pretended to call acquaintance, but actually called 911 and was able to slowly back out of the room and escape. She reportedly bit the victim on the arm, and officers noticed the bite mark on there. The victim was able to provide officers with photos of Mears on the bed wielding the machete. I'm not sure how he got those.
Yeah.
Prosecutors requested Bob for Mears be set at $50,000. She's 19. She's been charged with 2 felonies, aggravated burglary, assault with a weapon. She's also been charged with the following misdemeanors: unlawful restraint, partner/family member assault, and 2 counts of criminal mischief. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one charge that they seem to be missing.
Starts with an R.
Might want to charge this lady with rape.
Just a little bit of rape. It sounds kind of rapey.
Sounds very rapey.
A little rapey. I won't lie, I was slightly aroused when you were telling me the way the story was going down. Listen, like you were saying earlier, reverse the roles,
boy,
and make that an ex-boyfriend,
boy,
who's waiting in the apartment for his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend to arrive. Slap her down on the bed with a machete to her throat. Yeah.
I'm thinking he's going to be charged with murder.
Yeah. I would say attempted murder.
Attempted murder, rape for sure.
Rape. What am I talking about? Attempted rape for sure.
Yes.
What else? Something with a deadly weapon, I'm sure, can be thrown in there.
I even hate how the headline itself, woman used a machete to force a man to have sex with her.
Yeah, it's not even titled properly.
It's not even titled properly, ladies and gentlemen.
People.
Get it together.
Steph says, I feel like there's an easier way to get laid. Probably. It's called Tinder or every other fucking social media platform, or go to a bar. What a creative way to ruin your life at 19, Julie says. True story.
Yeah.
She's 19. I didn't realize she was that young. Like, you got... her face is interesting in the mugshot. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I think the face is she knows she messed up.
Yeah, it was me.
Hey, you know what? She's young. You know, a lot of emotions, kind of get the best of you. But ladies and gentlemen, if they ever get the best of you, let's not go out to a local store and purchase a machete, and just don't ever go to an ex-lover's house. With said machete.
Emotion or not, I think it's still a very serious situation. I think it is too.
But you know what? You notice what we were doing.
We were chuckling. We were laughing.
My friends.
We thought it was funny.
We thought it was funny because
we're just as guilty.
We are. We say we want equal justice, but at the same time,
but we laugh when
it happens to the guy, because when it happens to the guy, I don't know what it is. It's just that. It's just funny. It's a joke.
It is, but I think that's also what we're talking about. You know, when guys were, if a guy was to go and say, "Listen, I was raped by this woman," it happens with such a small amount. You know, it doesn't happen very often.
Now, can I cut you off for 1 second?
Oh,
there's a quick comment about that.
Okay.
Not coming from us here at Talking Trends, but a comment from the article itself. Okay. Notice how she wasn't charged with rape.
Yes, we did notice
now,
that.
apparently, when they haven't been charged with rape, you can't record that statistic down.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So even though she did do it, and there's probably been other cases where, you know, women were probably in the wrong of forcing sex on some guys. Right. They might not be charged as so. So if they aren't getting charged with rape, the statistic is going to be really low. Right. Because it doesn't get reported.
It doesn't get reported
because she's not charged with it.
It's not. Yeah, she hasn't been charged with it, or unless she'll probably be charged later. But I mean, the initial charge, I don't know. So, anyways, it's very slippery slope, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, again, like you said, I'm sure you can. You know, goddamn, she wanted to get laid that bad.
Well,
she could have. I'm sure she could have went somewhere and be like, "Hey,
let's get it on." Yeah, you know what I mean. Just be less rapey.
Also, how does one get erect with a machete?
That's a good point.
Being wielded at them.
That's a good point. Yeah,
unless if she knew this guy was into this. Maybe she's like, yo, he loves when I bring the machete out.
How do we know this wasn't a part of their regular lovemaking routine?
I don't know. And I have questions on how he even got the photo of her and the machete on the bed.
Yeah. Yes, something stinks a little on this move here.
I don't know what's going on.
We're gonna have to follow up on this one.
These guys, I will do the follow up. Yeah, I will do my due diligence.
We've been doing good at that follow up stuff. Yes. So maybe there's there's something more to the story.
I think so too.
Steph says little rapey. Yeah,
very rapey.
Definitely a little rapey.
A little freaky too.
A little freaky deaky.
Yeah,
which is all right.
Yeah,
if you're into that kind of thing.
It's cool. It's cool
as long as you both consent.
I'm not looking to draw blood ever though.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Don't point that thing at me.
No.
Or,
let me do the pointing.
Yeah.
Ta-da, with anyways, up next, ladies.
We told you guys it was going to go off the track. It didn't take very long.
It doesn't take long. We were doing so well.
We're so fucked.
So well.
Okay.
Anyway,
it's not going off the track.
No,
it's getting on track.
Getting on track, and Saudi Arabia is getting on track, ladies and gentlemen. With this new one, they finally lifted the ban for female drivers to drive, allowing females to drive.
It's on. Listen, that part of the world, and I'll tell you right now. Of course, I'm not speaking on the things that have happened in the past or what continued to happen in some of these regions. But I'll tell you right now, Saudi Arabia and some of these other places making some really progressive moves. And this
you've been covering your boy.
Listen, the prince. That prince has been Laden. He's the guy.
He's been killing it.
He's been killing it.
Yeah.
Saudi women drivers took to the roads legally Sunday for the first time in the kingdom's history, as its decades-old ban on women driving finally lifted. The end of the controversy bans. A ban brings the ultra-conservative Gulf nation into. Is that how you drive?
I'm just celebrating.
He's never driven like that. Is that a drive or a dance? I thought it was like the drive.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell. That's my driving celebration.
Ultra-conservative Gulf nation into line with the rest of the world. It also represents the culmination of years of campaigning by civil rights activists who have sometimes been arrested and imprisoned for their efforts. More than 120,000 women applied for driver's license Sunday alone. 120,000 women went to apply for them.
Wow.
According to the Senior Ministry of Interior and
traffic directed off officials. Demand for obtaining driver's license is very high, said the official. Obviously, 120,000 people walking through your damn door. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Mona Alferez, a doctor. She's a doctor who was in her car before midnight waiting for the band to lift before setting off into the streets.
That's so crazy. Even like doctors, like, how did they get to work?
All right. They can be a doctor, but you can't drive.
Damn.
With her husband and children. So she was the one in the driver's seat. Hubby got to sit. Shotgun. Kids in the trunk.
Hey, guys, you may like this. I'm just saying, like,
I do.
You know, who does not like being driven around?
I can't wait for the day I can afford a driver. I'll never touch the steering wheel again.
I hear you.
Quote, I feel like I'm surprised and I'm really driving in my own country. I feel happy, relieved. I feel like I'm free, she also told CNN. The step, first announced last September, will liberate many women of the constraints of needed to hire male drivers to travel, even small distances, allowing more to join the workforce, grow their own business, and explore the kingdom. Yeah, because there's a lot of jobs, obviously, that require drivers. Here you go. You're in.
Come on.
Hiring women is a key part of Saudi Arabia's ambitious plan to overhaul its economy, known as Vision 2030. The reform agenda, and we talked about this before, agenda is being spearheaded by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Yeah. This
out
prince
here,
is the
balling on these motherfuckers.
Dude right now. You know he's getting some ass right now. And now they can drive.
Babe, I could set, no, I'm driving. All right then. Yeah.
You drive to me, baby.
You drive to me. You got this.
Come to the palace doors.
Anyway.
So for some, through the jubilation at realizing a hard-won freedom, Sunday will be tempered by the arrest last month of a number of Saudi rights activists, including some who played a prominent role in the fight for women's right to drive. This is awesome. It's obviously been a long time coming. And we can consider it behind the times, considering, the privilege has been here for a long time.
Yeah.
But you know what? You got to start fucking somewhere.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And Williams. Oh, Vincent, man, I need to be asked as a guest moderator on this pod. Listen, we've invited you, my man.
Vince,
you're too small time for the Golden Night.
Yeah.
So you're always welcome.
Anytime, buddy.
You have our information of communication.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
Yeah.
Steph likes your shirt. Boys in the Hood.
Oh, thank you very much.
Shouts out to that.
Yeah, thanks.
Hatham says, unfortunately, after we have managed to invent that's how we've managed to invent driverless cars when Al and tech has more rights. But exciting news. Yeah, it's true. We just now created the driverless car. Now women's get the right. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Yeah, they're like, psych.
Yeah, I know. I get it. It's all good. But you know what? Good step forward. This Prince, we've talked about him before.
Yep.
He's badass. Just changing everything.
Yeah, he's very forward thinking. He's not again, just like, get those old people who just get the old mindset out there. Get the young people in there with the fresh ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's messing with your old ass anyway, so
it's good. He's young and he's making moves and he has the power to do so. Once he got into power to do so, he started doing it. I'm going to research more. I don't know everything about the guy, but what we've read in all these different articles,
he seems to be doing decent.
He's doing what he can.
Yeah.
When he can.
Boom.
So, shouts out to the Saudi women.
Shouts out.
Tear up the motherfucking road.
Go ahead, ladies.
Just don't hit anybody, please.
Yeah.
And no raping with machetes.
None.
Please.
No.
All right. We love it.
Yeah.
And also we love roll call time. Which is about that time.
I was waiting for that.
Nice. Hatham, who was I think the first guy on. Oh, William was also. Okay, Hatham's in the house. Steph. Vincent, the Golden Knight. Williams. Mike's in the house. Sargis in the house. Julie, Jeanette. Who else we got? Lindsay. I'm trying not to miss anybody because yesterday I missed somebody. Fabricio from Brazil. Watching.
Shouts out.
Alyssa. We also have Julie, I said. Hatham. Tiwu in the house. Nice. And that's everybody. So thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. Once again, what do we have for our next story? Oh, boy.
For my last story, ladies and gentlemen,
yeah.
Pictured here, this man was mistakenly released from prison.
Yep.
Only to be returned by his wife 2 hours later. I have so many questions.
Oh, wait. Devin, Robert, shouts out. Sorry, I missed you.
Shouts out.
I missed somebody.
DR.
Yeah.
The next time James Reinerson gets out of jail, it's fair to say that he and his wife might have a little talking to do.
You got some splaining to do.
I would say. Late last month, James, 38, thought his luck was in and he was out. An identity mix-up led to him being incorrectly freed from Mesa County Jail in Colorado, where he was being held while awaiting trial on menacing, disorderly conduct, and trespassing charges.
Those are a lot of charges.
Yeah, I mean, not the worst charges we've heard.
No, but you got a nice little list there.
Yeah, it's yeah.
No machete, but you got some things on.
You got some things to deal with. Perhaps understandably, James took advantage of being freed in error to go home to his wife. You know, you've been in jail, all cooped up by yourself, surrounded by nothing but
the men folk.
And if that's not your thing, I mean, yeah, I could see you going home and perhaps
looking for a conjugal visit.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
Of certain types.
So anyway, surprisingly for Reinerson, she did not share his joy at his newfound freedom and instead drove him straight back to jail.
Oh my God. Damn. How did that happen?
I don't know.
Explain it.
I don't know. So she had her husband back behind bars less than 2 hours, then he'd been let out. So it began. Here's how he got.
Yeah, how did it go down? I'm curious.
It began when he was temporarily joined in his cell by another inmate named Marvin March.
Sounds real fake.
35, yeah. No. March later moved out of Reinerson's cell but the jail's housing list was reportedly not immediately updated to reflect this, which allegedly meant that when March was due out for release, the warders went to Reinerson's cell and took the only person inside, which was him.
Wow.
So it appears that if jail staff did not check to see that they got the right man, who was originally on the list, who was March. The prison guards, it seems, only realized what had happened when March approached one of the men and asked when he was going to be released.
Oh my God.
So if it wasn't for March and this guy at all, this guy could have still, if it wasn't for the wife, and even the mention of the other guy, this guy could have just been living on
in the wind
in Sweet Street. So Mesa County Sheriff's Sergeant Henry Stoffel has said that jail staff failed to follow correct procedure by omitting to check Reinerson's wristband and picture. You would think they would do that.
It's a little scary. That's a big thing to miss.
Yeah.
That ain't no joke.
So investigation is underway now to determine whether prison policy around the housing list needs to be updated. Probably. Or not even, it's not even the policy, I think, that needs to be updated. I just think it's probably your staff.
Your staff might need updating. A little retraining might be in order, maybe. Just thinking.
So it's not immediately clear whether Reinerson knew he was being freed in error and decided against informing jail staff of their mistake, or whether he thought he was the beneficiary of an unexpected but genuine reprieve. It has, however, been reported that in addition to the accusations of menacing, disorderly conduct, and trespass, Reinerson now faces charges of escape, forgery, and criminal impersonation. Ladies and gentlemen,
the list keeps growing.
I don't know if I agree with all that. As a part of somebody else's mistake, you get screwed?
Well, is it because he didn't? He's a criminal, I guess.
But here's another thing. Sometimes in jail, I mean, there's so many things that happen to you, but you don't know because, your lawyer's not there, and your lawyer's discussing a whole bunch of things with the cell, the people, your guards,
I get it.
Everybody else. So, I mean, who's to say he knows exactly what the hell is going on?
But he's got to come forward if he knows a mistake is happening. He knows that mistake is giving him freedom illegally. Or is it?
I don't know. But listen, if I was put in jail, my sweet ass.
Oh, you do very well in jail.
My sweet, beautiful, chocolatey ass in jail.
Little chocolate.
Oh my God, I'd be someone's biatch in
you'd be a milkshake.
Yeah, no time. Listen, I'm taking the free. You guys mess up, I'm taking it because I don't know.
Oh, me too.
Unless if they have a list on your jail cell, be like, this is the time you'll be free, or you're eligible for parole, or da 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 da. Hey, listen, I don't know. Yeah. I'm only going by what the security guards are telling me, and if they want me out of this jail cell, if they're telling me or telling Tony, you're good, you're free to go. Hey, who am I to question?
It's their fault, not yours.
I don't think he should. I don't think he should be charged with 100%. All this extra stuff.
100%.
Maybe if he stayed out, I don't know. See, I don't know.
Well, he didn't do it. They fucked up. It's not him.
But his wife somehow knew. I don't know. His wife. She's like, your ass got to go.
Get you. I want to know. I don't want to know how she got him back there.
Just drove him back. She's just like,
I know, but he got in the car, put a seatbelt on, smiling. Oh yeah, sure, let's go back.
Maybe, I mean, she gave him that good, and then he was like, you know what?
It's good to go.
Maybe he's not even going to be spending much time in jail because, well, now he probably will spend a little bit more, all these extra charges. But
Hatham says she just wasn't ready for him. I'm not ready for you to come back. You need some more time on the inside.
Right.
Lindsay said he's being an opportunist. Entrapment. Possible. Yeah, I agree. The extra charges, listen, he didn't go ahead and he didn't have the intention to commit fraud.
I don't think I think the forgery should be dropped because he wasn't, he wasn't doing that on purpose. He didn't go out and be like,
I agree.
Unless if someone called him like, whatever the guy's name was, March. He's like, yeah, that's me. Martin March, but I mean, I don't know. I think there should be more intelligence with the jail staff on what's going on.
Yeah. Lindsay says, bye, Felicia. Yeah.
I'll be out.
That says a lot of it right there, no?
Bro, I'm going out to a patio, get a drink, go home, make sweet old love to my wife.
Sweet iced tea,
for
baby.
2 hours. Wasn't that?
He's probably done in 3 minutes.
Yeah, he's just like, that's why she took his ass back.
Yeah.
Like, really?
All this time?
All this time?
I'm going to get a machete, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Steph says, I used to work at a medium max security pen. He probably doesn't deserve to get fucked for this, she says. So, yeah, I probably agree.
I don't think, I think just a couple charges should be dropped off. But, I mean.
He came back.
He came back, guys.
Whether it was his wife that brought him back or not, he came back.
And that's another thing. I'm sure somewhere during the car ride, he knew he was going back to jail.
Yeah.
If he did it, he could have been like, no, I'm not going back, and he could have stayed out.
True.
So I think a couple charges should be dropped.
I agree. Anyway.
I'm always in for giving people chances. Anyway, who I'm not going to give a chance is these damn racists.
Here we go.
Keep on coming out of America.
Here we go.
Tony has a story, I guess, where this lady just randomly starts verbally attacking a Mexican guy.
Well, we got a Trump lover.
Clearly.
Obviously. Latino man and his mother were doing yard work in California when they were verbally attacked by a woman who called them illegals and rapists.
Ah, yes.
A video encounter that has gone viral. Esteban Guzman, I love that name, 27-year-old systems administrator, who was also a part-time landscaper, told CNN that he confronted the identified woman after hearing her yell, "Go back to Mexico," to his mother. She yelled at his mom.
You can't
Don't yell at his mom. You got a problem at that point.
You can't be yelling at mama.
I said, "Hey, what's your problem?" Who was born and raised in Lake Arrowhead near Southern California.
That's even the best part.
I mean, that's awesome.
Wow.
She said, "You're an illegal. Go back to Mexico." And I say, "I am a United States citizen. What are you talking about?" It continues on. Let me see. So the over 2 million views by this point yesterday. Footage shows the woman pointing her finger at Guzman's face and berating the California native. He says, "Why do you hate us?" She says, "Because you're Mexican." He says, "We're honest people right here." She says, "Yeah, rapists." The woman also said, "Even the president of the United States says you're a rapist. So thank you, Donald Trump.
Bro.
You fucked up again."
You see, we talked about it, man. It's just, he's again. It's in one way I'd like it because it's bringing a whole lot of racist people out.
Yeah,
it's exposing them. Probably in the closet for a while,
sliding in the underground. Nobody knew.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh my God, a president with my views."
Yeah.
Now I can confront all these rapists and killers and.
True, it's all coming out now.
Oh boy.
He also says, "I'm not that person. I'm not that person that you know. That the president of the United States says I am. People look at me and they see what he said on TV. That's not true. That's not true for any of us," he says. Yeah. When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best, Trump said in his campaign. Yes. Of course, they're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing us drugs. They're bringing crime. They're bringing rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. Well, Guzman is one of those good people. He's born here. He's doing well. He added, "Racism is alive and well," Guzman said.
Yes.
"I feel like people are more entitled to say, 'Hey, go back to Mexico,' and like, why? I live here. I have a mortgage here." Like, this guy's a citizen. Yeah. This guy has much of a right as anybody else to be there. "When I stood up for my mother, I stood up for everybody that is scared to speak up. I stood up for the little people, for the people that don't have a voice in this country." Guzman. You the man.
You the man, Guzman.
You the man of the day for sure. You're crushing that shit.
Yeah. And I like he didn't get violent.
It didn't get violent. He just said,
He's
listen,
just like,
I'm an American.
Yeah, what
just
you mean?
like you.
Yeah, I got a house. Do you?
And I got 2 motherfucking jobs. What do you got?
Yeah.
Obviously nothing, because you're bothering me while I'm trying to work.
Yo,
I'm trying to work over here.
That's the thing. Well, you got these people now. This is the third lady.
Here we go.
Just bothering people.
I got no more water.
God damn. So, I mean, a couple weeks ago, we had the barbecue lady hating on black people for barbecuing in a park.
I like barbecue.
And then, like, listen.
Who don't like barbecue?
Yeah. The only thing I could possibly complain about for barbecue is the type of rub you're putting on some ribs.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's going to be a dry rub or a wet rub? What are we talking?
How you like it, baby?
Yeah.
And the girl yesterday?
Permit Patty.
Permit Patty.
Where she was harassing a young girl who happened to be black.
Wow.
for selling water on a hot day. Now you have somebody who is working, no permits. This is like permitless story.
He's working.
He's just literally working his job. Legally working. Homeowner, an American citizen who just happens to be Mexican.
2 jobs, by the way.
2 jobs. And is insulted.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere by some gross lady.
Easy.
Just gross. She's mentally gross. Like, what do you do all day? Is this how you want to spend the rest of your life? Just like insulting other and ethnicities? Like, I don't know.
Begs the question. Just, do you have nothing else going on in your life?
Yeah, what the hell?
You need to bother hard work. He got 2 jobs, probably 2 more than you have.
Right?
Maybe you should get a job.
Exactly.
Maybe you should get a man. Maybe you should get
maybe you should
something.
get that back blown out, babe.
Get a fucking hobby. Go to the gym. Try to eat properly. Do that right there. Do something. Don't bother hardworking fucking people.
Yeah, get worked.
He's fucking building the society that you're living off of.
Yes.
The guy's out there gardening.
Right?
That's the work that a lot of people don't want. He don't care. He's doing it.
Yeah.
And he's got another job. Disgusting.
Absolutely.
Kathy says, who knew there was that much hatred? I think, like you said, it's coming out now.
I love it.
As a result
I hate it, but I love it.
So, I like when these stories come out because, people have to learn.
You get to see, you just get to see who people are now these days.
I always say racism is not, you're not born racist. No. You're taught racism by society.
Yeah.
So, let's expose it now and let's teach the new generation not be so stupid.
Exactly.
How about that?
Yeah.
Dumbass kids.
Yeah, I just don't get it, man. This guy was just working. I mean, and insulted the guy's mother.
And his mom. Like, don't attack his mom.
Don't
attack anybody's mother.
Just saying.
You got to. And he did it without violence.
Yeah.
Just saying.
There's another. Hey,
he didn't rape you.
There's a lot of people who probably would have resorted to some sort of violence. Verbally.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
At least verbally. If you come at mama.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have blamed him for being verbally, abusive back. She's the one attacking this guy. He kept this calm. He said, listen, what are you talking about? I'm a citizen like you. I can live here and work.
I just don't understand why people just can't mind their own business and go on about their day. Like, what is it in you where you're just like...
They're just bored, bro. I don't know.
It has to be summed up to you being bored with your life or what has gone wrong in your life that you're so disappointed in yourself that you'll be like, you know what will make me feel better? Bringing somebody down to where I feel. Yeah. See, ladies and gentlemen, you got something going on if you have to do that to bring another person down to your pathetic level.
Well, it's an old saying, misery loves company.
Yes.
Right? They see you doing well, they want to drag you down. Yeah. That's those negative people we talk about cutting out of your life. There's one of them. And he's not even in her life.
Yeah.
She just come around, she's trying to be in his life. Get out of his life.
Get out of that. I don't know.
Let him go back to work. Leave his mother alone.
Yeah, like these 2 people are working. Oh. That's like me yelling at like people at a construction site or I don't know.
Maybe she's into him. Maybe she wants a little Mexican action.
She wants a little Mexican in her, you know what I'm saying?
Baby? You want a burrito, huh? Yeah. Want to taste that burrito.
All right, now we're getting stereotyped.
Yeah, call it Taco Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And that's what happens when we get to the end of the show. You asked for it.
Did we?
Didn't you? Oh, that guy asked for it with the machete to his neck. He didn't ask for it. But somehow he got aroused and put it down. So, anyway. What's happening now? What's happening in the world aside from us being crazy?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. It is World Cup time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're paying attention, but your team,
Well,
a couple teams played today.
a couple teams.
I'll give you a little score updates.
Yeah.
Australia played Peru. Peru won 2-0.
Yep.
France and Denmark 0-0.
Big snooze.
Just a sleepy game.
What a crappy game though.
Could you imagine just standing there in the crowd, be like, do something?
Just drunk now.
Yeah.
Nobody scored.
Iceland versus Croatia. Croatia won 2-1.
They're doing well.
And Nigeria versus Argentina. Argentina took it 2-1.
Yeah. 4 games tomorrow. Mexico and Sweden. South Korea, Germany. That should be a good game.
Yep.
Switzerland, Costa Rica, and Serbia and Brazil. So a bunch of good games tomorrow.
Yes.
And that's what's up. What are you doing this fine evening? Oh, by the way, hopefully you're not traveling to Newfoundland over the Canada Day weekend because it's fucking snowing. If you didn't know, parts of Newfoundland are getting snow and frost all over their vehicles and ground. Someone didn't tell nature that, it's June.
Boy.
26th. Shouts out to Newfoundland. Hopefully everyone is safe and, moves to Halifax because... just because.
I don't know what I would do.
Dude, what the hell? If you got up this morning and saw fucking snow in your car,
I'm going
you
back.
might go right back to bed.
Going back to bed. You called it.
You're like, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah,
I can't deal with this
I can't
shit.
make the show today, dude.
Anyway, what's up tonight?
This evening, I'm gonna stay around the studio. I gotta film a little promo for a little show coming up this Sunday for Canada Day. You guys should attend. It's at Line and Bright if you're in town.
Check that out.
Me and ginger looking DJ will be there.
Yeah, he's a fun time.
He's a good time.
He's a good time.
So yeah, if you're looking for something to do in the evening of Canada Day, come by Line and Bright. Early bird tickets are sold out. Advanced tickets are sold out. So, ladies and gentlemen,
How can they get there? It's all sold out.
there's tickets.
Oh,
There's
okay.
still tickets. The advanced and early birds are gone. So there's just normal tickets now.
Oh, just normal.
Tickets.
So if you're normal, come
head
on,
over to the
check that out.
Facebook event. It is red, white, and ginger. Just type that in on the search bar.
Gingery.
And get your tickets. There will be a couple at the door, but
Don't wait for that.
please don't wait for that.
Go get in advance.
Just go get your advance, and you and your friends will be cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, and besides that, not too much. I might go. I already ran today on the treadmill, but
There you go.
I might go for a little run again outside.
Okay.
Do the outdoor run.
It's a nice day for that.
Yeah, maybe take a jog. Take my talents to the north end this time. Because usually I go like downtown and do
Yeah.
south end. I never took the jog to the north end.
North End is nice too.
Yeah, so I might do that.
Good.
And what are you up to?
It's a nice evening. I'm gonna go to my oldest kid has a dance.
Shouts out.
7:30. I gotta go head over there and apparently set up at 7. Apparently I signed up for this, volunteered. I don't remember signing that form, but anyway, I'll go do that. That's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna take it easy. I've been in bed like early, man. I've just been going to bed like 10.
I was in bed pretty early yesterday. It was pretty good though.
Yeah.
It's a good
and
vibe.
then that's pretty much it for tonight. And then that's what's up.
Nice.
So we'll be back. I'm gonna keep you posted on tomorrow.
Yeah, Tony's playing hard to get.
I got a little thing tomorrow. My kids, I'm taking her and a bunch of her friends because of graduation. She just graduated grade 6.
Bring them all to the show.
Let's bring them. Oh, you don't want that action
it's
here.
okay,
Trust me.
okay.
Taking them out to Atlantic Playland tomorrow, which you didn't even know was open.
Nope.
But apparently they got 6 new It's a whole thing. Anyway, so I'm going to try to get back in time, and we will keep you posted on that situation.
It's all good.
And
if not, we'll definitely be back for Thursday.
But get out tonight. It's a nice evening.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if it's not snowing in your area, get out there and enjoy the weather, of course.
Yeah.
Call somebody up and do something. Or you know what? Get out there by yourself, put on a little podcast, go for a walk, do your thing.
Maybe this podcast.
Yeah, put on this podcast. I mean, it's only 40 minutes, so.
Yeah, that's good times right
That's
there.
not too bad.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Yes.
We will be back. Have a very safe evening.
Take care.
Peace.
We out. Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talking Trends. If you like the show, please subscribe below.